We are back with our final game of this afternoon. Of course, we will be back for 5 more games this evening. But for the time being, we have Rex ZanDarke, a Protoss player, who is going to be taking on OGS Gon, who is a Terran player. And this should be an interesting matchup. Once again, going from the OGS team, and this is certainly a very popular or famous clan.
Yeah, they're pretty known here in Korea, and it's pretty good. I think there's like second best team here or something like that. I don't know, but I'm expecting him to be pretty good, yeah.
Okay, Protoss versus Terran that we're going to have an opportunity to see again. We've had 3 earlier matches, and we got, as mentioned, 5 more coming this afternoon. But for the one we are going to see right now, it is Rex ZanDarke. An interesting name. We'll have to find out what that means later on. His real name, Oh Chang-jong. And he is a Protoss player. He is 28 years of age, so he's up there a little bit in comparison to other players. His favorite unit is the Zealot, and he likes ZanDarke Caverns, which is going to be on our list. That is the second set map that we will be using, and he's looking pretty confident, pretty relaxed in the booth. Meanwhile, his opponent is Kim Sung-gon, OGS Gon. I want to say he looks familiar to me. You know what? I'll see if I can find out later on, but actually, just by looking at his face, I can't think of his ID right now, but for some reason I feel like he seems like a familiar face from the StarCraft 1 days. But as we mentioned, OGS, the clan that he is a part of, certainly a very well-known clan that is reputable for all their players. It's not like they're going to let someone like me be part of that clan, right?
Probably not.
Maybe it's just the caster.
Yeah, manager or something.
All right, well, let's take a look at the maps that these guys are going to be on today. Our first map is going to be Scrap Station for set number 1. As I mentioned, set number 2 is ZanDarke Caverns, and set number 3 will be Delta Quadrants. The excluded maps, Shakura Plateau, Steps of War, eliminated by Rex ZanDarke, and Shakura Plateau and Blistering Sands, taken out by OGS Gon. So, those are our maps of choice, Protoss versus Terran. And our first map, as mentioned, is going to be Scrap Station. We've been seeing Scrap Station certainly a lot in this tournament, especially yesterday and today, it seems like, and once again today.
Yeah, I mean, I like this map, Scrap Station. I mean, the way it's laid out with the short air distance and the longer route by ground, and there's a destructible rock path in the middle. It just creates a lot of different ways of approaching the map. A lot of people like to go fast air, fast attack. Zerg players definitely likes to go fast expansion because of the distance. And so, yeah, I think it's a really good map. It's a very balanced and fun map to play.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens as this is our 4th and final match of this afternoon. It is going to be between Rex ZanDarke and OGS Gon. Okay, we start off with Protoss on the right, over at the 3 o'clock location. Rex ZanDarke.
I think there must be like a clan tag somewhere in that name, but I'm not sure what part of it. It's a clan tag.
OGS Gon is our blue Terran player. Kind of like the more manly voice. OGS Gon.
It's like,
OGS Gon.
I think it's cute.
You can kind of imagine her face by her voice, right?
I do that right now.
Okay, let's take a look at the game here. What are the most probable builds and units that we might see from these guys?
Well, I gotta say Mothership right now. They're right off the bat. I'm saying Mothership.
You called just because when it happens, you can say, "See, I called it right there."
Exactly. You're gonna say it every game now. It's gonna be a genius, like 1 out of 100 times. No. But
well, you have to follow that up though by saying he's going to use the mothership and he's going to lose.
Yeah, actually, I've seen it twice and both times I actually lost. But both times it's been fun to watch. But I mean, the Protoss is going a very fast gas, like gas before gateway, and I don't think that is common. So maybe he has something special planned for this particular set.
Okay, barracks is being built inside the base. Now this map, I guess the choke point's very small, is it? I mean, sorry. I mean, very wide. I meant to say.
Yeah, the choke point is very wide, but yeah. So like, if you want to rush like a stalker player or something, it might work. And I actually don't know, but fast gats indicates very often that he wants to tech very fast, tech. Probably going for a fast air unit because it's scrap station or the air distance.
Gateway is complete and cybernetics core is started. SCV scouting out.
There's like some people that like to make a sellout, but mostly it's very common to just wait to get that first stalker out. Just make as many probes and save as much minerals as possible because you don't need it. The Terrans will very rarely rush you, and so you can wait and just wait for a stalker. For a core to be finished and make a stalker, and then we'll see what he'll do. I mean, he has a lot of gas saved up already.
Second scout being brought out, and a hidden factory being built at the center of the map here by Gon.
Yeah, it's a very early robotics. I mean, he went just straight for robotics, so obviously he has some kind of maybe drop play.
Marauder is out, and there is a pylon there. Is that close enough to spot the factory? No, it is not. So this factory will go unnoticed. The question is, how ready will Rex van ZanDarke be?
Oh.
Gateway, robotics, stalker out. Marauder with 2 Marauders, 2 Marines. Factory's complete and Hellion on its way. And wisely keeps the Hellion out of the pylon's view sight, and now he does not. So now Rex ZanDarke is going to know about that Hellion.
I think that the Protoss right now has an advantage just because he's making absolute correct units to counter what the Terrans do.
2 stalkers forced to back up. SCV there to help repair the Hellion. 3 more stalkers warped in. And that is all she wrote. Hellion taken out. So 5 stalkers with an immortal.
The good thing for Terran when he's so aggressive like this is he's got a full scout on the Protoss base. He knows what's up. He knows the robotic tech. He knows there's not going to be any air threat or anything. So he most likely is going to expect getting a timing push here from the Protoss. I like that he's going to expand now, though.
Sentry as well as a part of the unit group. Observer heading over to scout out, taking a peek at every little thing inside the base. And will this be enough to do some damage?
I mean, the factory is still in a very good position to do some damage when seeing the Nexus timing is going to be good, and maybe get a probe kill or 2. But I'm really liking the Protoss base. It's very safe. It's like very methodical. You just like against early pressure, then he's gonna expand when he feels the timing is good. Because with the observer, he can scout whatever Terran is doing, right? So he always knows when it's safe. It's gonna be safe to expand.
SCV into scout out and probably spotted the robotics bay.
Yeah, he did that on the first attack. I think he did. He saw the immortal anyways.
Medevac being watched very carefully by those stalkers.
I'm curious to why he hasn't expanded yet. I mean, he has had that pro for maybe 1 or 2 minutes already. And he's saved up enough minerals as well, so it's hard to say.
Protoss with just one base right now. Colossus on the way out. Is he building up for a timing attack on a one base timing?
I think he's going to go take the gold. Just try to do like a hit expansion. But I mean, it's going to be very hard for him to defend that with the distance from his main. So it's going to. But if he pulls it off, it's going to be a very game-changing moment right there, because the gold expansion is so important.
Stalkers heading back. Might have seen the factory go by. If the Stalkers didn't, the Sentry probably did.
Well, he's not taking the gold. He just... I'm very confused with what the Protoss is doing. I thought he was going to just do a standard play and then just go expansion, but now I guess since he has scouted the base, that he feels that a timing push is better. So.
Well, meanwhile, our Terran player, Gon, is expanding over to the 9 o'clock area, but an observer has been following that command center the whole way, so he knows very well that that command center is dropping at 9 o'clock right now. The observer's right there.
I think both players are just feeling each other out right now, trying to adapt to what the opponent is doing. I mean...
Medevac leading this charge, taking out a pylon. Everything you can kill matters. Colossus, Immortal, some Zealots, and plenty of Stalkers. Very patient right now is actually both these players. And some Hellion harassment. Speaking of patience, Hellion harassment comes in a little bit late, but Colossus there to take it out.
But still, it did the damage. It did the damage that it needed to do. And then he even took out the Nexus there.
Taking out the pylon. Was there a second Nexus? I didn't actually see if there was one built.
There was a Nexus build, but I think he got to cancel it before he destroyed it. But still, this guy is just flying his command center back and forth.
So basically, both of these players are playing with with no expansions.
Yeah, one base. I guess it is kind of...
Oh, looking for an opportunity here to get through. Colossus there to defend, so gotta be careful. The medevac just looking for a window of opportunity to sneak in. Once again, trying to get rid of the rock debris, shortening that distance between the two bases.
Yeah, right now they're pretty much even in food count, but I'm liking the Protoss army more. Colossus is so strong against infantry, and Immortals are strong against.
And the attack is on. 3 Colossus there, plenty of Stalkers. No sentries. I don't see a sentry for force fields. Marauders being wiped out right now by these Colossus.
The Vikings, I didn't see the Vikings.
No, look at this. Terran able to pull through. Food count actually still pretty even between the two.
No.
Or no, actually.
It's almost half.
No, he switched over, sorry. Nope, Terran is double ahead.
But I think what cost the Protoss basically this game is that he decided suddenly to not expand at the time when he could expand. And now he doesn't have the economy to do so, and he lost his whole army doing that push, so I just don't understand. I mean, I'm not a Protoss player, and he's probably much better than me playing Protoss, but still, I would expand it. I don't see why he shouldn't expand it. He had entire vision of what Terran was doing at all time, and should know that it was going to be a good time to expand at that time, but he just didn't.
Meanwhile, Terran has expanded to his 11 o'clock base. And ZanDarke is thinking about another attack, or at least setting up a stand of units. He's got an observer there, so he knows exactly what he's faced up against. Position does not look good as Terran's got the concave, and that's going to be enough to type in GG. And it is OGS Gun that is going to take this win. OGS Gun taking set number 1. ZanDarke seemed like he had a decent position. Like you mentioned, both the players were at a bit of a stalemate. They're both macroing up, but not really. It's kind of like they're gathering their troops, or maybe a better way to put it is that they weren't macroing, but they were both being very passive.
I think the Protoss problem was that he got scared off. I don't know. He played very he seemed very insecure about it. He didn't know what he was doing. Like, he wanted to expand, and he didn't go, and then he went down to gold and didn't expand there, and it just took too long to decide what he wanted to do, and just build up an army without using it, just running around in the base. So practically just did nothing for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it almost looks like he was playing somewhat intimidated by what he was up against, maybe a little bit unsure of yourself, and that can be the difference, once again, playing in a tournament like this where you do have things on the line compared to playing at home against a buddy of yours, let's say.
Yeah, but I really liked that build. Like his opening build, it was good.
Well, we'll see if he can repeat that in set number 2. Let's go there now.